Good evening, Free Enterprise community. Hello, I am Scalikitty. I am here doing a little introduction to tonight's Free Enterprise Legacy race. We have another clue for y'all for the mysterious objective that we've been sort of hinting at the last few weeks. And we are very, very lucky to have the absolutely wonderful return of commentary of both Muppets in Space and Couch 23. And Muppets is going to grace us with a reading of tonight's clue. I hope you all will enjoy.
Returning to the lair of the king, Leviathan lifts his head towards you as he shrugs off the deep sleep that consumed him the last few weeks. With a massive yawn, he then murmurs, half to himself and half to you, as the drowsiness is slow to leave him. I see you have been busy these past iterations. They change rapidly, unpredictably. Even gravity itself cannot be trusted, is that right? You nod affirmatively and then inquire in return. We keep receiving new missions as well, in addition to those directly requested of us from the Guiding Way. This time we are to face our greatest foe headlong, to fight with all of our strength, no matter the consequence. Indeed, the great sea serpent replies. His endless eyes hold your own for a moment before he then continues. You seek another clue as to the one request that has eluded you, do you not? If your majesty could be so kind, you humbly request, with an appropriately deferential bow. The written warning, the melancholy melody, the glittering glass. Trying to assemble these puzzle pieces into a singular answer has proven to be an enigma to confound even the highest mind. Leviathan shifts and rearranges his coils to allow him to tower over you, at once majestic and terrifying. Another riddle for you to contemplate on your journey, he offers, flourishing his manifold fins as his voice sinks down into the low rumble of the tides. Seek she of time unbound, pendants of frozen flames and time's eclipse, but do not change her destined fate, one of obscurity and silence. And with that final clue, or is it a final clue? I want to give a big old welcome to the comfiest of charismatic co-commentators, Couch 23. Couch, how it be with you?
Oh, it be. How about you?
It be. It's good to be back, let me tell you. And great to be in the booth with you, in the figurative and literal booth with you. We have a couple of great racers, Xenocat and Gambit, for you right now. What can we tell you about those two, Couchers?
It's a good question. Gambit has been around for quite a while, and Xenocat has as well, if I remember right.
I think Xenocat's been around quite a little bit of time as well, yeah, last couple of years.
Both very well known.
Oh, yes. Also in the booth with us, Asuka, doing the restreaming, and Kairu, clicking some buttons, and keeping us all in check. So, what do we got coming up with these flags here? Looks like we've got Complete Giant and Ribbon Altar, Get Rosa, Complete the Antlion Nest, Drop the Magma Key into the Eggart Well, and Complete the Sealed Cave. What do you think we can expect for our first target for these runners here?
I'm gonna say we're gonna see a lot of rushing to Antlion Nest here, just right off the bat. Depending on who we have starting, we have telestart, so we have a nice exit out after we're done. So this should be done nice and quick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that exit is actually a good source of looting some chests in the back of Mount Hobbs too. Do that character check pretty easily, and then rush on in, grab 4 free chests, and move on. Really nice for that to have that exit early. I know I loved Old Man Exit when I played years ago.
Absolutely. The good thing about these flags is we're going to see pretty much everything.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. See a little bit of moon, see a little bit of underground, see a little bit of probably the entire overworld. You're gonna see Mount Ordeals probably if they go ahead and keep their old man. Definitely see some antlion, but it looks like we are off and running. See who Tella goes ahead and meets up with.
Pretty excited here. Got 2 mages right off the bat.
Two mages and a Mursame.
They can split it in half and share it.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. You know, one hilt, one blade.
Exactly.
When put together, you have something that is just as good as a ninja sword for edge.
So with this crew, I don't know. What do you think we're gonna see? We're gonna see a little bit of looting first. The starting pack was pretty good.
Yeah, it's a pretty good starting package. You get your life and your star veils and all that stuff. I personally really enjoy looting Barren Town to start with. That way you can check the item shop there too. But it looks like Gambit is actually taking a big old trip right up to Troya. And Xenocat is going to the ruined Eblon Castle to go loot some of the treasures there. That's a bold play right there.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of chests. I mean, it's quick and easy reset out if you run into one of those trap chests. And let's see what this item we get from Eddie is.
Oh, I
Ooh.
see that. I didn't realize that you got a free item in these flags, so
Yes.
that makes perfect sense that Gambit went there and opens up the moon immediately.
Darkness is pretty big there.
And he figures while he's there, he might as well loot the 8-9 treasures that are free to you and available. Looks like we got ourselves a karate. Oh, a Stardust Rod is fantastic. That's going to do some work early on.
A Pro Ring and an Earth Hammer over on Xenocat's side. Some pretty
Oh,
good gear
man.
over there as well.
Yeah, those are some big game changers. Both of these moves look like they're paying off early. That Pro Ring is going to be massive for your early checks. You have an indestructible Tella. All right, so Gambit is taking a stroll in the airship. Looks like we're gonna do a little bit of shopping. Oh nope. This is definitely summoning the whale. I see a free character in our future here.
Get that knocked out of the way right quick.
Mm-hmm.
May as well.
Yeah, there's a lot that's opened up to Gambit almost instantaneously. And I don't think that we're going to see anything too divergent from Xenocat. And yep, here they go. Xenocat's going to go grab their free item and move on to the moon.
You think we'll see anybody take that character up there? Or do you think we'll see him hang out on the Earth for a little bit?
I mean, it depends on what the character is. You know, if the character looks like something like a Cecil that you want to retain at a lower level for agility anchoring, then that you might see him pass that up until it comes time to level up, and then you grab that character, level him up to 44, 45, like you do, because if I'm not mistaken, vanilla agility anchoring is on?
I happened to actually read right over that, but I believe it is.
I believe it is too. But here we're going to take a look.
Another good thing about heading up here is you still got that shop up here to check as well.
Oh, yeah.
So that's always nice.
Yeah, not a whole lot that Xenocat seems to want to part with, but 10 tenths, not so bad. Who's going to be our lovely, lovely character here on the moon in the Crystal Palace? Oh, baby.
This could be what we call a jet seed.
Yeah. Yeah. Could be quite jetty indeed. That's objective number 2 right out of the way for free. A free objective 2 from start to finish. That is outstanding. Meanwhile, wow. Xenocat.
With the power robes too. Oh my goodness.
Good power robe. Actually, I believe they picked up a ninja shirt too, if I'm not mistaken. With that Murasame, I think I saw them pick up another Murasame.
Yeah, Xenocat has 2 Murasames with power robes, and yeah, it's easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
Oh yes, it is. Yes, it is. And what a wonderful play right here. To loot all of that stuff in the watery cave because you got Old Man Exit. You can snap yourself right out. You grab your character, you grab those chests, and bada bing, bada boom, you're done. Medusa arrows. That's also a pretty big pickup too. For those free bosses, you can have a chance to petrify them.
I like this play with Gambit, taking a peek at the moon bosses to take the ribbon. Because if the ribbon altar is, say, King Queen Eblon, I mean, that's another objective just right out of the way right there.
It really is. It really is. Yeah, it's a little bit of rolling the dice, but more than anything, it can be reconnaissance too. Because even if that boss stone cold wipes you, you at least know what you're going to be in store for and what to prepare for.
Absolutely. And say, what if you happen to find like a Luca key up here or something?
Oh yeah,
that could be pretty big.
That's right. That's right. You can find a Luca key. You could actually find the magma key up here. There is absolutely no guarantee that the magma key is available on Earth.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, we have a Cecil over on Xenocat's side over at Danzian.
We do indeed. And with vanilla agility anchoring, that's actually very important, especially with not having done Mount Ordeals yet. You're always going to get a level 1 Cecil coming out of Mount Ordeals, so if you want to control your vanilla agility anchoring right away, that's a wonderful way to do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Seeing Cecil early is good. You can always save and reset and go back and get him later if you need. You can grab him now and toss a few levels on him because, once he becomes Paladin, he loses all his levels.
Okay, so we found elements at Ogopogo.
It's pretty rude.
Yeah, that's pretty rude. And here's the big one, though. What are we going to see in place of D-Lunars? Oh!
Interesting.
That's wonderful. And I think that can be beaten at low levels if you do some Star Veil manipulation. But that's dicey.
Yeah, and another Cecil up on Hobbs on Xenocat's side, guarded by a purple robe.
My goodness. So, we got ourselves Plague at D-Lunars and Kainazo at Plague. So Plague just kind of shifted one spot over. I think Plague maybe got himself a promotion. Zeromus said, "You've been doing some good work lately, Plague. I think it's time you stepped up the corporate ladder."
Looks like we're going to take a shot at Plague here over on Gambit's side.
This would be amazing.
Saw the battle speed drop down to 6. That's pretty interesting.
It doesn't look like Gambit's going to avoid the first count. But I don't know if that's what this is about here.
Some D-Lunars to Antline as well. It's going to be quick and easy over here on Xenocat's side. We'll be
Well,
an item real quick.
Well, especially with that edge, dropping down 1,200 damage to start with. That's hard to combat. Okay, so here's the Star Veil manipulation that I was talking about. We've got a Star Veil on Rosa to keep her count at 5. And then we're going to revive Porum, or Palom. Is it Porum? No, that's Palom. That's
Palom has the orange key.
Revive Palom. And then Plague is going to count again. Hopefully, very soon. Hopefully now. Oh, there it is. Okay. So that count is reflected back onto Plague. And with any luck, the counters will actually run out on Plague before Rosa's countdown runs out, or everyone else's countdown runs out, because Gambit's going to revive Rosa. It will reset everyone's count to 10, and hopefully the count on Plague is a lower number. And so we'll see if this works. This is a really dicey proposition, especially with the way that ATB works in this game. This would be huge.
Yeah,
if Gambit got this would be amazing.
This could turn out to be very beneficial, and it also is a ton of experience as well.
Yeah.
Just the fact here that Gambit will be leaving the moon possibly with an abundance of levels.
Yeah, Gambit's putting down a safety life. Gambit's putting a massive amount of time into this check right here, but it is worth, I guarantee. I'm like already on pins and needles watching this.
I always really enjoy watching these early moon plays. I think they're really neat.
Oh yeah, you see a lot of creativity with this. Just because of all of the high-level strats, the manipulations that are involved, it requires some real creativity, and it's just wonderful to see these runners bust some of these wide open.
And it looks like Gambit's trying to take out Tella to keep the experience pretty low, keep Tella at the regular level. That would be a pretty good play if this count knocks off, and yeah.
Yeah, I think Gambit isn't really trusting that the count is going to get Plague here in a second. But I think that given the nature of how stacked the queue is whenever you do things like this, it might behoove Gambit to actually just sit tight. Oh, we're using a Bacchus wine. Huh.
And on Xenocat's side, we have a Sid and another Cecil.
So that's 3 Cecils.
We do have an Earth Hammer for Sid. So that's pretty neat.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the countdown is still running. Picture, if you will, the numbers 0-0 over Plague right now.
That would be very nice.
See, but with the way that this game deals with ATB, you never know. You just never know. Oh, yeah, and there it is. There's the reset. I was worried about that. I was really worried about that. I don't think that the ATB is in Gambit's favor on that, but what a bold and really intelligent play. I'm going to say that's not a failure. That's just an unfortunate sort of luck position right there. That's a wonderful play.
Yeah, definitely. It's always, I mean, even then, it's always good to know, like, hey, I have these bosses, I know what to prep for. Where Xenocat has to go to the moon, like, okay, I know I don't have, like, Gambit knows, hey, I don't have Kainazo somewhere rude, I don't have Plague somewhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And Xenocat is actually going to take their party up Mount Ordeals right now, is what it looks like to me. We've got our Edge in the center. Gambit nopes out of a Golbez at Wyvern. There's some rude lunar bosses here, man.
The good news is, if it is a hook route, none of these bosses are going to be on the hook route.
That's true. That's true. Xenocat finds another Rosa. Says no. We have enough.
Got a pretty solid party right now over on Xenocat's side. Pretty much brute force with that Edge, and Sid's gonna be picking up some slack as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. The best part about what Xenocat is doing a more traditional route, building up the party as they go, and really focusing on the progression of the party. Gambit is doing a little bit riskier strat right here, trying to do things a little bit out of order and sort of sequence breaking, if you will, a lot of what this game naturally tends you towards. But getting some valuable reconnaissance out of this, and There's another rude boss on the moon.
Xenocat making very short work of Odin there with that Thunderclaw on edge. Just one hit down, pretty much.
What is it, ×4 damage?
Yeah. Hey, everybody's favorite boss.
Ant Leon! Oh. Well, see, now that I've said that name like that, I will forever think that Antlion is French.
How do you know he's not?
Oh, well, I mean, I don't. That's a good point. All you people, you pronounce my name incorrectly. Ant Leon. Por favor. That's Spanish. So bad.
Bilingual Antlion.
S'il vous plaît. All right, so Xenocat just mows through Mount Ordeals. A few swipes and donezo. Always like seeing that antlion tusk fall from the bridge. It looks ridiculous.
It's pretty good. Let's see what item we get here on Ordeals. I'm pretty excited.
Oh yeah.
I want to see like a hook. A hook would be really neat to see here.
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Well, it's not a hook, but it's pretty interesting. I feel like Xenocat probably wants to go back and grab one of those Cecils now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
Yeah. My goodness!
I mean, we got 3 Cecils available, so we can keep one down.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. The best part about is that Cheddar in the background?
It is.
Oh, Cheddar, I love you so much. Cheddar wants in on the commentary.
It was a crystal sword alley.
Yeah, we found ourselves a crystal sword at the top of Mount Ordeals. I said, you know what? You climbed all the way up here. This is kind of an outside play. Let's go ahead and reward you with the big boomstick.
To go with the other big boomsticks you have for Edge.
To go with the other 2 big boomsticks you've got for your other character. And I mean, if you want a Zeromus party, look no further than Crystal Sword Cecil and Double Final Sword Edge.
So, if you're Xenocat, what's your play right now?
Right now, I think I continue with the traditional route. I think that my play is go grab myself a Cecil, of course, because Crystal Sword. Yep, and there it is. And then continue on to Baron Castle. Well, not Baron Castle, but continue on to Baron in general. Because it looks like Xenocat is kind of doing a classic sort of circuit. We saw the Mount Hobbs check. Xenocat has already done Antlion, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Typically, people don't like to do the Fable check without having checked underground. But if we don't have any underground access after our Baron check, we can always check Fable for that. We don't need to check for Demist because it was a free item with Bedward. So at that point, you can then go to the moon. And it looks like Xenocat is indeed going to do exactly that. We've got ourselves a Baron in check. It's Old Man Exit.
It's going to be a nice and easy, relatively quick check. We know it can be D-Lunars, and so Bahamut Cave held a Sparkle, so we know that Paladin, D-Lunars, and Plague can not be there, so we could have an Ogo there.
Well, one of the things that I think that Xenocat is looking at right now is I have an incredibly powerful party. All of these early checks become basically free at this point. So there's not the time investment in a lot of these checks that you would normally see. You're just mowing through all of these. these battles are going to be almost trivial at this point. So going with the traditional route nets you probably a little bit more speed than making any bold or bigger checks, as it were.
Yeah, definitely.
You collect your experience. Oh, my body!
Gambit now on Ordeals. Not going to be able to make such quick work of Odin missing the edge, but still make pretty quick work.
Oh, baby. We got a Drain Spear.
Best weapon in the game.
Best weapon in the game. Best weapon to chuck it on an enemy's face.
Pretty much.
Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, but the best part about this check is Xenocat has not checked the treasures in Barren Town. So after you do this check, it's very easy to just gallivant around the rest of Barren Town, do the rest of your checks, check the item shop, and then jet ski out somewhere else.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, cabins. Cabins and life potions.
I always like seeing cabins.
I mean, that's great. That's great. Xenocat feels pretty confident in their gear, though. Looks like they're going... little indecision is what we're looking at. Oh, interesting. Trap chest.
Yeah, maybe grab some levels on your mages, just in case it is a hook route and you run into a semi-nasty, like, maybe evil wall at King Queen Evelyn.
Ooh, this is actually an incredible play, considering the flags, and the fact that you got a Tella that has all of his spells. Xenocat can actually mini a lot of these fights, a few of these fights. Maybe use Stop. Because I love to cast mini on the Mad Ogres.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Indeed, Cheddar. I think that's a great point. And I like the hype behind Xenocat's strategy right here, Cheddar. I think that's well spoken. Well spoken. But yeah, you're absolutely right. Grabbing some levels in these trap chests is going to be huge, especially with such a powerhouse duo in...
Hey.
in Edge and Cecil. Well, we found your hook, Couch.
Yeah, something about a hook.
something, a little thing that attaches to the bottom of your ship.
Yeah, I think we'll see Xenocat finish out the castle here. Then, depending on what they get, more than likely end up going around and coming back up and then going to Fugul. And
I really like the position that Xenocat is in right here with the party that they have. This powerhouse party can really take care of a lot of issues down there in the hook route.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that if I'm in Xenocat's position, I'm feeling very confident.
Gambit getting through Antlion, much slower fight. Obviously doesn't have the powerhouse of Edge pushing through, but we'll be getting that Crystal Sword very soon. And I expect to see Cecil smacking away with that.
Oh yeah, has the Cecil to go with it too. Didn't have to go grab him. That's gonna save him a little bit of time. But right now, it looks like Xenocat is definitively ahead in this race, even though Gambit had a bit of a check. Is that a Dragoon Spear over in Xenocat?
That was a Dragoon Spear.
Yeah.
That could be interesting, depending on if we find a cane.
Well, and if nothing else, that's a very high-powered weapon for Edge to throw as well. So
yeah, absolutely.
You know, that could get you out of a pinch in a real hurry. Something that, as a less experienced runner for a while, I would constantly forget is that Edge can throw things, and that does a considerable amount of damage.
It always feels good to have Edge just kind of go, pew.
Oh, yeah. The back row Cecil only doing 600 damage with that crystal sword, and Gambit has to watch some dialogue boxes. What, 10 seconds, 15 seconds, something like that?
Yeah. I mean, I always like getting the little text at the end of that fight.
Mm-hmm. This Mad Ogre fight is actually kind of proving to be a bit of a bear to Xenocat, but I think they're gonna get through it just fine. They've got enough hit points. Nobody's dropped yet. Oh, we've got sneak strats coming up.
Gotta get some Bacchus wines.
Oh, we've got sneak strats coming up, and here comes the Bacchus Wine Fest. I love this. I love this play. Xenocat's really showing off the little things that you can do to add to your ability to take care of some late game issues.
Yeah, absolutely. Just even like stopping a Mad Ogre here would help speed it up as well. But just knocking down to one Mad Ogre and just parrying around is pretty good. Unfortunately, Edge doesn't have a ton of levels on him, so he's not going to be able to steal a whole bunch successfully. We're going to see some fails here and there.
Yeah, it looks like 3 fails in a row for Xenocat right now. But we got at least 1 Bacchus wine out of that. I predict maybe 2 more fails, and then Xenocat just offs this thing. Yep, there it is. Never mind, 1 fail.
And at this point, we have 2 Bacchus casters anyways. Rosa's already got Bacchus, and or not Bacchus, Berserk, and Tella has Berserk as well. So that's 2 instant casts right off the bat, and another spear to throw. We're just getting all the spears.
We've got an awful lot to throw over there in Xenocat's stream. Meanwhile, Gambit's going back to the moon.
Level 1 Cecil.
Yeah.
So this could prove to be advantageous. It could prove to be a waste of time. I mean, it's not a waste of time because it's still an objective, but it could prove to be not beneficial.
Well, with a full party of 5, I don't know how the ATB queue works for the reflect count plague strats, but I don't necessarily know that Gambit has to use those. Especially with a Crystal Sword Cecil, I believe that Plague actually is weak to that, right?
I don't believe so.
No? Okay.
I might be wrong. It's been a while.
yeah, it's been a while for me too. Meanwhile, we
thing...
find CPU in the Fable Gauntlet area. We got ourselves a Quack Kid now, bringing the earthly pain. And these flotillas, these orbs, they're just not floating high enough, and that Quack gets them.
One more good thing over about Gambit's play, if Gambit does happen to get through, that's going to be 200,000 experience for Cecil. That is a hefty experience boost right there. So we'll see if this play pays off.
Only a Charm Rod for Xenocat's troubles over there in Fable. And it's looking like Xenocat has a choice now. You go to the moon, or you go to the hook route. And that's a pretty tough choice, actually.
I think with this crew and the current setup, I would probably go hook route just to get it out of the way, and then just finish up on the moon.
Yeah, you're not losing any time going hook route, considering you have to do things down there anyway. So, with a Crystal Sword Cecil, with a dual Final Sword Edge, you can take care of an awful lot.
Looks like Xenocat's gonna check that Flame Dog chest.
Oh, yeah! I totally forgot about the Flame Dog chest, and you know what? If this pays off, I am going to feel real silly.
Getting pretty scary over on Gambit's side.
Gambit got that count back.
All right, cool. I saw the zeros.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, here's our Flame Dog chest on Xenocat's stream. Snicker Snack goes Edge's Vorpal Blades. And...
Oh, nice. That to me says, hey, let's take that hook.
Boy, do I feel silly, everybody! A Luca key means that Xenocat is definitively in the lead. That is an outside play that paid off in a massive way, and now Xenocat is in full control of this race. If Gambit doesn't take care of this fight in the next 10 minutes, Gambit is very behind. Can recover a little bit by getting this fight in the bag.
Just want to say thank you for the raid, CJ. Welcome, everybody.
Syringe Sherry! Thank you very much for the raid, and welcome everyone from CJ's stream.
So we're seeing the moon play on Xenocat here. That's, maybe hoping for the magma key up there to not have to go hook route.
I don't know. Like, maybe this is an outside check of some trap chests. Xenocat maybe thinking they found 2 big key items in trap chests. Maybe go check the rest of them and see if that outside play is going to pay off.
It's definitely not a bad idea. And Cecil's doing some serious work over on Gambit's side.
Absolutely.
It's going to be a little bit slow, but doing something.
What is it, 200,000 hit points to chew through there? Or is it less than that?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. I know people each had the same amount, and it was like a bunch.
It's 200,000 experience. I think we're looking at like almost max HP. So like 65k. I don't know. It's been so long.
Right. It's not an insignificant amount of hit points. When you say that. 60s. CJ was playing NetHack. So 1308 from Plague. Oh, come on. I think Gambit's going full Zerk clog the Q strats here.
Seems to be the case. Maybe trying to get
holding my breath.
I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm I don't know.
I am holding my breath.
Yeah, I think we're okay since everybody's clogged up.
I don't know if they're clogged up as well anymore, though, is the problem, because we got 3 dropped now. No!
Oh, dang. That is unfortunate.
Xenocat is going for this fight now. In a bit of a better position.
Yeah, definitely having more levels and having an edge as well is going to be very advantageous, and Xenocat shouldn't have too many issues with this fight.
Yeah, Xenocat is really about to eclipse Gambit right here in a pretty major way. Oh!
Yeah, Gambit struggling over there.
Yeah, Gambit is having a beast of a time over there with this fight. I think Gambit has an idea of what he wants to do, but just needs to get a real specific execution out of this. And I think a lot of Gambit's strategy is predicated on a pretty specific outcome, and I think. Yeah, so going with the Berserkers. and then just trading off casts of life and such. He's just going with clog the queue strategies now.
And it is pretty rough sometimes, even just being in this position, because, I mean, I've been in this position before where you're like, I got to get through this boss. I can get these 2 items. I know I can. And you're like, I just got to keep pushing, and then you just kind of lose time. And it is unfortunate. And hopefully Gambit can either get through or make a decision to leave and go try and progress somewhere else.
Yeah. This is pretty tough. Having an extra dead character, though, is going to help Gambit a lot. Because as that count reaches probably about 5, you can revive Mr. Porum and reset that count. It'll be a lot easier to drop him, and it'll just be a recycled bring Porum up, set him down, bring Porum up, set him down. His job is to reset the count every single time.
Yeah, definitely.
I like the berserking of Rosa in this. The added, like, bow and arrow damage. It's only 300 or so, but it's like, it's enough to make a difference in the long run. And yeah, I think Gambit's found his groove now. And all he needs to do is make sure that Tella doesn't miss with life 1.
Xenocat getting through. Gonna get those 2 items. We'll see what we get here. Pretty intrigued.
Oh, Masamune and a Garden Rod.
Some more damage there.
Yeah, now Xenocat is in control. This is Xenocat's race to win or lose. Especially with all of the items that Xenocat has accumulated at this point. I think they have the best shot of getting the levels necessary to trivialize a lot of the rest of the game that they have to play through. And I feel like at this juncture, Gambit is going to eventually get through this fight and is going to figure out exactly what he needs to do next and to be able to get through it fast. But at this point, Xenocat has done so much of the Earth already without having done the hook route, which was in a very obscure chest even, that I think it's going to take Gambit just a little bit to recover on this one.
And we realize, as always, Keinazo is always rude.
Always, always, always.
Yeah, that's one of like the rudest spots for Keinazo, just due to the physical damage.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And that's not necessarily something you would realize because that's Plague's spot, and Plague doesn't do anything physical. But for some reason, Plague's physical like strength in that spot is insane. Just because the programmers were like, what does it matter? Well, flash forward to when somebody decided to randomize this, and we're all like, it matters!
It's the same thing with Bahamut and Wyvern as well. And this spot, which, well, not quite so much this spot, but the Ogopogo spot does have quite a high attack power, as we saw there.
It has a lot of hit points. It's absurdly fast. It's rude times 15.
I'm liking these trap chest checks. They could pay off. Apparently, as we've seen.
Yeah, absolutely. We already got a hook and we already got a Luca key out of them, so why not go ham? And kind of have a bit of an advantage with a lot of these trap chests in the powerhouses that we have in this party. The only trap chest that I'm not looking forward to is the blue dragon, red dragon trap chest.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Not a fan.
See, the red dragons are nice if you have some strong dragon gear. Blue dragons aren't so much weak to that stuff.
And Gambit finally gets through Plague, and I am so happy to see him get through that fight with some success there. That has got to feel good.
We're going to see a ton of levels on Cecil here.
Oh, yeah. $34 levels.
Just one or two.
Yeah, just a few. You know, just topping them off.
So this is pretty good. Getting all those levels is going to be very nice. It will make a lot of these fights easier, and I'm really happy to see Gambit get through that.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, if you're Gambit, you know that there's still a lot of ball game left to be played. What's your next strategy? Because you've just spent 15 minutes total going after that fight repeatedly, and that includes the time that you went after it before. What's your next play?
My next play would be Leave the Moon. I have the one thing that I was trying to do. All the other bosses are going to be extraordinarily rude. And we have Golbez at Wyvern, we have Kainazo at Plague, and we have Elements at Ogopoga. I'm leaving the Moon. I'm going back to the planet. I'm checking all those checks that I can do down there. That's my personal play.
Listening to you, because there he goes.
I mean, you've got the levels, you can punch through everything nice and quick. You can play that catch-up, while Xenocat has still been working on this one trap chest, so this is kind of giving Gambit that time to go, okay, I gotta catch up, I gotta grab it.
Yeah, just like we saw Gambit going after and banging his head against a wall and finally busting through, I think we're gonna see Xenocat here do a little bit of the same thing with these trap chests. These are not trivial fights. These are final dungeon trapped chests, Xenocat's not exactly in final dungeon levels here, if you're talking straight up vanilla.
Yeah, definitely. These carries are extraordinarily physically tough, and if you can't get them knocked out or slowed down, it can be pretty devastating, as you can see.
They are fast as heck, too. It is incredible how fast these are, especially with Battle Speed 1. Battle Speed 1 makes all of this crazy.
Gambit heading right to Baron to go get that sweet Drain Spear.
Right now, Xenocat is focusing on reviving, and I think that if I'm in Xenocat's position, I might focus a little bit more on thinning the herd over there and just going to maybe one carry, one warlock before trying to take control over the party. But it's definitely giving Gambit the time that he needs, as you just said, to catch up a little bit here. And it looks like Xenocat is just going to say, I'm done. I'm done with that. We're moving on. We're going to another check.
Do we see possibly a Golbez play here? The unfortunate thing about that spot is the spell power is really low, so reflect strats aren't, well, reflect bounce isn't going to do too much damage, but we're popping a chest.
Well, now this is interesting. We can blink up this fight here.
Yeah, and I think at this point you're gonna, at least in this fight, you're gonna solely rely on Cecil's damage, so you don't take as many counters.
Yeah. Get yourself some Berserk Cecil and move on, basically. And I can see on Xenocat's stream their party dancing back and forth. I'm left and right. I'm left to right.
So, do you think we're going to see a Golbez play?
I do. I think we're going to see a Golbez play. It's a pretty trivial spot for Golbez to be in. He has absolutely no physical attack there. I think Virus does maybe 300 damage at that spot. I think it's going to be just fine.
Yeah, this fight should be pretty quick.
Let me rephrase. I hope we see a Golbez play here. I think it would be wonderful. It's a really easy boss to see and go instantaneously, oh, nope, I don't want to do that. That's ugly. That's an ugly fight.
I'm pretty surprised Gambit hasn't gone to the waterway to find that edge. That's definitely would be an upgrade to a Sid. Granted, really Sid's gonna have the HP, but damage-wise, I'll probably take that edge over Sid.
Yeah. And also, if you want to go Zerk strats too, you might consider grabbing a third character that is a hard hitter and dumping your Porum.
Yeah, absolutely. And getting a white robe from that trap chest, that's pretty neat. And here we go.
Here's the Golbez play. I hope Xenocat just barrels through this. Thinking about it. Thinking about it.
All right, let's see who gets taken down.
I think this is gonna be it. I think the play is this.
Gambit making the right play, heading to Castle Eblon.
Really good to see this play. I wonder if you're also going to see the Flame Dog chest play.
I would say possibly, just knowing that I am feeling behind and there could be an item up there. Us knowing there's an item up there is obviously the right play, but in Gambit shoes, I'm going to be like, hey, I'm feeling behind after, that plague stuff at the beginning, and now we're here. I'm gonna make that play up there. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, Xenocat feeling pretty fortunate right there, getting having that Crystal Sword Cecil be the one standing.
Getting that Star Veil off just in time.
Oh, but that damage. Oh, but that damage, Couch.
Smack.
Oh, Skull, I hope it's the potato, too. I love the potato sprite. There's a lot of hit points to chew through here for Golbez, but Xenocat's swiping away at it.
Gonna make a pretty quick work.
It's fast enough to where a lot of Golbez's attacks are still going to be reflected, because that Star Veil is going to stay up a considerable amount longer. Just given the nature of the speed of this thing, each turn in the queue comes up quicker and quicker and quicker, and so that Star Veil can last, and boom, there he goes.
All right. Magma Key here would just be so silly. But it's just Artemis Bow. Artemis
Bow is not bad in this, especially since we've seen Xenocat do a little bit of Rosa Zerk as well. You don't necessarily need a third hard hitter because Rosa ends up being a hard hitter with that Artemis Bow.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of in a weird situation here for Xenocat. Trying to figure out what the play would be next. Like, do you go and try and do Kainazo and Ogo, or do you go out and check with the bosses at Cave Bahamut? Do you check trap chests? I mean, there's just a myriad of options here.
Yeah, this it's one of the good and bad things about having the literal entire map open to you is you look at literally dozens of options and go, well, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's do this.
Pretty much.
Now this is interesting, saving a little bit of resource here. Dropping down a tent and then curing with actual cure spells.
Definitely not bad resource management.
No, it's great resource management. I love it.
There we go. we're getting back row on Cecil here.
Yeah. This was a long time coming right here. Back row Cecil strats, some of my favorite things. You get that Cecil in the back row, in the center, with that crystal sword. You just keep on attacking. You got good enough armor there. He can pretty much tank just about anything. And that's easily, as Dark Paladin once said to me, the stone cold nuts is what he called it. And I could not agree more. Shout outs to poker terminology there.
This Kainazo is going to be pretty rude. This wave is going to hurt.
It's going to do a bit. It didn't outright kill everyone, so that's cool.
But the good news is, just start swinging away and get those HP value, get that HP value down, and they'll just be weaker and weaker every time. And we are seeing that Flame Dog chest that I'm seeing, so we'll see if Gambit makes that hook play or decides to go back up.
Oh, this is gonna put Gambit right back in the game too.
And if the rest of the stuff happens to, if that magma key happens to be underground, that could put Gambit back ahead.
I'm calling magma key behind free chest in Cave of Cave of Summon Monsters. That's what I'm calling.
That would be pretty interesting. I want to see it behind that Asura at Pale Dim.
So now we see Xenocat was focusing on healing instead of doing damage to Kainazo. Can be considered a little bit of a conservative, over-conservative play against that, especially if you don't have the big hard-hitting healing like Cure 4 on it too. The more damage you do to Kainazo, the less damage Kainazo does with Wave, because Wave is based entirely on Kainazo's current HP versus max HP. The percentage of damage that he does is reduced for every point of damage that you do to him.
And this is going to be the strat right here. Throw the Thunderclaw on Edge and Zerk away, and while the water's up, Kainazo is weak to Thunder, so it's going to be putting up some numbers here. Yeah.
But that was a rude Wave! That was a rude Wave! Oh, what's Gambit going to do with this second Cecil?
At this point, maybe keep. Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking, because you already got a level. You got a leveled Cecil that you can put wherever now, and keep that one Cecil on the floor taking a nap.
Or if you really wanted, you could do some slingshot shenanigans too.
I mean, you definitely could, since there is yet another Cecil hanging around. The unfortunate thing is you already have a pretty leveled Cecil. I believe Gambit's Cecil is going to be around like level 40 or so.
Yeah.
So it's already pretty leveled in general, and we're seeing the hook play.
Oh, we're seeing the hook play. Yeah, I'm into this.
I want to see Evil Wall at King Queen.
What has Gambit ever done to you, now? Lord.
I mean, Gambit's already leveled up pretty much the one Cecil, so it shouldn't be too much of an issue.
I mean, maybe not. I don't know. I've been in some pretty decent levels before and seen an Evil Wall in that spot and went, well, I'm dead.
It's pretty fun. I enjoy tough bosses.
I enjoy tough bosses too. I love watching other people best tough bosses faster than me. And so I hope that if it happens, that we see Gambit just snicker snack through it.
Yeah, absolutely. And looks like Xenocat is gonna go back to that Elements fight.
Interesting.
Possibly get some blinks up before the punches get too hard. Oh, look at that.
What was
adamant
that?
armor. That was adamant armor at the armor shop.
Oh. Well, that changes the scope of things here. Just a scotch.
Granted, they're expensive.
Sure. You know what? I think at this juncture, Gambit's like, adamant armor, what's it cost? Left leg? Cool, I'm in, I'll take 3.
Especially with a pretty level Cecil.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, and that's your ultimate back row Cecil right there. You got adamant armor, crystal sword in the back row. Cecil can cover literally any physical damage that comes your way.
Lots of roses. Oh, I was off Evil Wall by a little bit.
That's Evil Wall at Ruby is still awful. We are we're making calls left and right here, Couch. This is kismet.
Lots of roses this seed. So that objective would have been done pretty much.
Oh yeah.
Pretty freely.
It's the lover's seed right here. We had 3 roses and 3 Cecils. It's love times 3.
And once we find that magma key, we'll be in go mode.
Oh yeah, we'll be in business right here. Oh, there it is. There it is. Xenocat throwing down their crystal sword Cecil, blinking them up, and that elements, that first form, very, very weak to the crystal sword. Thought they were gonna get a change. Throws down an Ice 3 accidental heal, but I don't think that's gonna be too bad. Definitely expected a phase shift. Got it.
Not gonna be too bad here. Now, ooh, I wonder why.
I was not expecting that reset.
Maybe they were trying to stick to just that phase 1 and get a reflect win. I don't know.
I don't know. Probably just unhappy with the timing on that one. I know for myself, whenever I do runs like these, I have a setup. I know how I want to approach a boss, and if I mis-execute even slightly, there is a large part of me that's like, no, screw it, reset, do it better.
Yeah, I absolutely understand that. All right, we see Gambit making that hook play. I'm really liking this. I'm liking the split that we see. I love watching Free Enterprise, and I love watching good races where people are neck and neck, but I also love it where they're split, so you can kind of see multiple things at once and kind of guess what's going to happen next.
Yeah, it all comes down to who made the correct pull, because I believe both of them have the items that each other checked for at this juncture. Because they both have a Luca key, they both have the hook, and they both have the darkness crystal, and that is it. Xenocat turning down that battle speed, I think that's a good play. If you're going to continue to do this, that's a place that you can take care of some business with a lower battle speed, especially with adding some run buffering in there too, which I believe you can do at Ogopogo.
If you're turning down battle speed, usually there's not too much need for run buffering, as it's giving you more reaction time.
Right.
A Gambit getting through that 4 Mad Ogre chest and getting another white robe.
Just absolutely
the second white robe, I should say.
That's great. All right, so that Fire 2 looking pretty rough. Pretty rough. That Fire 3 is going to one-shot Tella. Even split it.
Yeah, the glare is going to be pretty interesting to see. But we might get through.
Saw a very nice Ice 3 damage from Old Man Exit over there. Whoa!
Spicy.
Whoa! And that glare is going to do it right there. I guarantee you that's somewhere in the vein of 2,500.
That was a very angry Fire 3.
Yeah. Well, that spot has pretty high magic power, too. Oh,
Hey.
hello. This is so rude. We've got Pain Man, and we've got Evil Wall. That is so rude.
Yeah, that is definitely pretty rude. The good news is Cecil's got enough HP to where if Gambit heals up beforehand, you'll be pretty good. Be in the clear.
And yeah, Gambit, do you want to go back for that armor? Once you've seen what's coming up, especially that Evil Wall, that adamant armor makes your magic defense practically perfect. So Crush doesn't necessarily hit you ever. I think it's got a 1 in 255 chance or something.
Crush happens to just be instant death, and
yeah.
Adamant protects against instant death.
Does it? I thought it only barely protected against instant death.
No, it's Adamant Armor and Ribbon both protect against instant death.
Okay.
And Adamant Armor does not protect against damage from DK. DK Cecil is just straight up damage.
Yep, it is non-magic, non-physical. It is just its own thing. You're going to take that damage and you're going to like it, is pretty much it. Here we go.
This fight should be pretty easy.
Well, the thing about this fight is that it is very, very fast. But like you said, the levels are pretty good at this point. That you don't necessarily fear the incoming damage as much as the frequency of damage. And yeah, that crystal sword is going to take care of a lot. Yeah. Lovely setup right there.
Perfect.
Drops that center seat.
Yeah, this fight's going to be over before you know it.
Was there 20,000 hit points here?
Yeah, it's like 25k or so.
Yeah. Methinks Gambit's gonna be just fine. And now Xenocat! Xenocat is actually banging their head against a wall at this Ogopogo spot, is going all in on this particular spot. Very interesting to see this. Given how risky they played at the start and how much it paid off, this Rubicent at Elements at Ogopogo is just giving them fits. Rude boss, and unbelievably fast. Look at that Fire 3 come out almost immediately.
Yeah, it's easy to happen to anybody. Like you can just sit there and go like, I can get through this time. I know I can. And then you're just like, when do I give up? When do I give up? And it seems like Xenocat's passing it up right now, which is good.
Yeah, good to see them get the heck out of there. Meanwhile, Gambit, just like you said, Couch, trivialized that particular fight. A little berserk crystal sword Cecil never hurt anybody, eh?
Pretty much.
A pitfall.
Hey, an easy chest. That's it's gonna be pretty good over here. Those, instead of having those 3 carries, the D fossil will probably be going down pretty quick.
Oh yeah.
And then yeah.
Yeah, nothing like max damage. Gotta love that.
So your Gambit, you just got into the underworld. What's your play? You have the Luca key. What do you think? What do you think you do here?
If one of my objectives is complete the sealed cave, and I'm looking for a magma key, I think what I do is I actually check the free check first in Land of Summoned Monsters, and then I go right to sealed cave. But it looks like Gambit's actually just going right. Oh, Tomra. Okay.
Job, Dwarf.
Yeah, gonna make some checks in old Dwarf Town. But I definitely don't I don't pass up.
Hey.
Just as I say pass, I definitely don't pass up the opportunity to check Sealed Cave immediately because if Magma Key is there, I feel incredibly silly if I don't check that immediately, given that it was already something that I had to do.
Yeah, definitely. But in my, I don't know, my situation, I see Luca Key, I see Complete Sealed Cave. I have the levels, I have the characters. I'm just going to go do that, and then I'll check my freebie right after. Then that can lead right into the 2 summon bosses. It's definitely very situational.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. With the summon bosses being able to give key item rewards, that's actually a pretty darn good play because, I mean, you have to do this anyway. And like you said, Gambit does have the levels, and it looks like Gambit is, once again, definitely taking your advice on this one and just going ham.
Xenocat taking advantage of that Cecil auto cover and having a Dragoon helm, taking almost 0 damage from these red dragons.
Oh yeah, oh it's so good. Alchemist, it's the reason why the doors aren't giving experience is because fights are off. You have to turn encounters on in order to get the encounters from talking to the trapped doors in Sealed Cave.
That Quake kid coming in quite handy. Make a quick work of these red Ds over on Xenocat's side. Any boss guesses for our Sealed Cave here?
I always like a D-Mist here because it definitely makes people go, wait, what?
I want to see some Maga Sisters here. I think that'd be pretty interesting.
Meanwhile, Xenocat over there taking care of the red dragons in slow but steady fashion. Really taking advantage of that back row Cecil. Okay, well, we get a Leviathan reward for Gambit. Oh, that's good to see. That's good to see Xenocat get one of them out of the well.
Nice. just as long as we don't see a heat ray or whatever it is that the red dragons do, because I believe they only do that solo.
Yes, I think you are correct.
Hey.
Okay. So in Gambit's stream, we get a free fight in the Sealed Cave, so that's a gimme. And then Xenocat finishes their trap chest fight and is rewarded with another crystal sword.
We can sell one of those for an adamant armor.
Oh, yeah.
Or, you could just get 2nd Cecil.
Right.
Actually, technically 3rd Cecil if you want to use one as an anchor.
Indeed. Alright, Gambit gets through that very difficult fight. Oh, is Xenocat gonna go back and try again at the Ogopogo spot here? Well, no. Trying Kanazo at play.
All right. I think Xenocat, now that they have a few more levels, should make a little bit more easy work of this fight. But the unfortunate thing is, the agility is still based off of that really high-leveled Cecil, unfortunately.
Yeah. And you gotta do damage. You've got to do damage against this boss. Otherwise, you will always be backed against a corner. And nobody puts Cecil in a corner.
Well, I mean, some people do.
I mean, many people put Cecil in a corner. Yeah. Xenocat's got a lot more hit points on their characters, and Cure 4 is actually going to make a huge difference in this fight. I think they're going to be fine.
Yeah, absolutely. The fair more amount of damage has been put out than before, and that quad 9 damage from that load 3 is, yeah.
It is not trivial. potions at the shop in Dwarf Castle. That's
Very nice.
very nice. But no check of bosses.
Probably gonna go drop a save. Or not. Never mind. Go check that free item. Maybe they forgot Feymark. Or they're gonna go head up. Okay.
Curious as to what Gambit is going to do here. This is fascinating. Is Gambit going to go back to the moon?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm at a loss for words right now. Hey, crush the town.
Oh!
Oh, wow, nice.
Xenocat gets an adamant armor and
Hello. Immediately goes on Cecil.
It goes right onto the big boy himself.
Oh my goodness.
This seed has been crazy. Really rude bosses, incredible rewards. It's been everything has been turned up to 11 this seed. Everything.
$5 says they're gonna go take a shot at elements again.
No bet. No bet. And look, there it is, a stone cold lock for it. This, everyone, is a grudge match. That's what this fight is.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cat running back and going, "Hey, you remember
I found
me?
your friend.
I have a present for you. Say hello to my little crystal friend." Oh, you want to hit me? You want to hit me, you say? Oh, too bad.
Almost
I got this
8,000.
armor. I've got this armor.
Oh my goodness.
This armor makes me very, very tough. 1. And here comes the fire 3. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so much damage. 1. And glare incoming and so much fire damage. 1.
Ruby's like, why won't you die?
Ruby's like, great, I have 1 move and it's not working. Guys, I need a little help here. Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's pretty much
Ace
makes
is
the rest
up
of the
for,
move reveal.
Ace is up for Cecil over here.
Gambit doing Fagul, taking down CPU.
I
Really
actually
quick.
really like that play. I like that play. We know that you don't get a whole lot for it, but I in fact really enjoy that play. And Dragon Whip for Xenocat's troubles, which is just infuriating if you're Xenocat.
And the reset.
After investing all that time and energy into that fight, more of a validation fight than anything, though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just the judgment. The revenge.
Oh yeah, and here's grudge match number 2 for Xenocat. I think Xenocat is like, this is tantamount to that kid that everyone bullied in high school coming back to their high school reunion and going, hey, remember me? I was that twig that you guys always stomped on, and now I'm 280 pounds of pure muscle. Want a piece?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. One swipe, one swipe, one swipe. I think Edge still has a Thunderclaw on.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you really don't need Edge.
Right, right. You have your damage.
Yeah. Gambit, probably taking the Enterprise back down. And gonna go do free item and check out the summon bosses in Feymark. Possibly the trap chest along the way, or just gonna go do Dwarf Castle.
Or defying all of our predictions. Well, it's like, Couch, I've been listening to you this entire time. I'm done. I'm gonna blaze my own trail here. I didn't see what Xenocat got for that fight, but it doesn't look like it was a key item.
Looks like we could have Alt Gauntlet here at the first one of, or it could just be Water Hag because we haven't seen either yet.
Darn. I really wanted it to be Alt Gauntlet. We would have seen 3 blue rows, I believe, if it was Alt Gauntlet, right?
It could still be Alt Gauntlet next.
Oh, hey. You know what that Crystal Sword Cecil needs with adamant armor?
More damage.
It's just gauntlets. All he needs is like a bandana or a ninja helmet, and it's pretty much overski.
Yeah.
Monsters.
It's getting pretty interesting. So Xenocat has the pretty much advantage on the moon to just boom full clear it with this adamant Crystal Sword Cecil.
Oh yeah.
Whereas Gambit has the underground completely open, so at this point it's down to who finds that magma key first.
Right, and that's really what it is at this point. They've done Rosa, they've done the Antlion. They know that they're going to be able to get the sealed cave done. In the case of Gambit, has already done it. Complete giant and ribbon altar. You're gonna do the giant at some point. It's really just a race to see who gets that magma key next. Whoop!
Hey.
Oh.
Oh. Look at that damage.
What?
83.
What a sneeze of a quake. What an absolute hiccup of a quake.
Yes, Asuka, that means exactly what you think it means. Ogo at cave value.
Oh yeah.
That's what I had been waiting for. I'd been waiting for one of them to show up, and now knowing that Ogo's there, I really just want to go see it taken out.
I want to see Magma Key behind Ogo at Bahamut.
Yeah, that would be pretty amazing.
Legendary. Absolutely legendary value at Value Cave.
Gambit's gonna deck out this edge over here. Finally got one. Got I believe Amura, Masa, and did they get power ups? I don't remember.
No, but they did get a ninja. Gambit did get a ninja shirt and a Murasame as well as a Masamune.
We got Xenocat taking on the red D and blue D chest. Done pretty quick. Hey!
Oh! And now Gambit has taken the lead.
That is what we call go mode.
It sure is. Because with the Darkness Crystal in hand, a simple clear of Giant is not too far away. Do you think we're going to see a cheeky little D-Machine grind here?
Possibly.
Or is this... Or do you get experience from random encounters in this flag set?
No, I believe no experience from random encounters. I think it has to be from bosses and chests.
Okay.
But at this point, Gambit's very solidly leveled, and Xenocat is just getting experience from doing all these chests as well. Unfortunately, we know where the magma key is at, so this will just be pretty good for Zeromus, just having all these levels in HP to just kind of zoom through once that magma key is obtained on Xenocat's end.
Absolutely, and it's just going to be a really quick drop in the well, as it were, for actual go mode here. Once Gambit is done with this, Gambit's in the driver's seat, and what a way to get there after both players have run into their own versions of brick walls, bashed their head repeatedly against them, finally busted through. They've both made such risky and interesting plays here. I am thrilled that we got to see the choices that we got to see here. This has been a truly great run.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's been fun watching both of these runners execute and just show that the different skills that this game takes.
But who's gonna be at Elements? That's the question.
All Gauntlet.
Oh God. Oh God.
Just because. Oh.
Oh, that is nasty.
That's not too bad. But yeah, it's pretty rough.
Valvolus and Elements is not too bad.
You have a leveled Cecil and a level 1 Cecil. You're good.
Now the question is, does Gambit have adamant armor on? Because adamant armor would trivialize this fight.
Gambit never got any adamant armor. Xenocat is the only one with the adamant armor. Gambit did find adamant armor though.
Yeah, this might actually be worth going back to grab that adamant armor.
Two healers here is going to be pretty optimal. That stack of 30 tier 3s is very beneficial.
Absolutely. Now, is Xenocat fighting a trapped chest?
Yes.
Or is this... Okay.
That's a trap chest.
Okay, great. Because I do know that a double red giant encounter can come from an alt gauntlet around this area, too. Because that is a random encounter you can get here. But... yeah, I do remember there being a double red giant chest here as well. Where you normally get the Dragoon gear or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Swipe, and done.
A very quick fight there. That adamant armor is just... hey!
An Excalibur.
Another sword.
Great. Things to throw.
Things to sell, too.
Well, yeah. Sell for that adamant armor.
Yeah, exactly. Go outfit some more adamant armor for your crew.
Absolutely. Monsters!
Surprise.
Surprise, one-shot carry.
I think this is going to be a nice and smooth fight for Gambit overall. Just trying to keep up with the healing is going to be maybe a little difficult to make sure nobody gets turned into stone, but I think Gambit will get through this just fine.
Yeah. Although we've got his powerhouse Cecil is fully stoned up there. It's going to be one more ATB tick for that, and then it's going to require a heal to get through.
Yeah, definitely.
The thing is that if Gambit did berserk up that Cecil, turns him to stone, that berserk goes away. Oh my goodness! Do you need another crystal sword? Xenocat? Do you need another crystal sword? That's a meme at this point.
Now, if only Cecil could equip more than one.
Oh, two-handed crystal sword Cecil? My goodness. Alright, so we're actually gonna fight Ashura.
Yeah, this fight should go decently quick. Just Zerg Cecil, let him swing away. She's putting up 7,000 damage a swing.
Yeah, it's gonna be just fine.
It's a cakewalk here.
I do like that Xenocat has wall to actually cast in that.
Yeah, definitely. So you're Xenocat, you're finishing up the moon, you haven't found anything. Do you go Cave Bahamut and fight that Ogo? Or do you head back and check underground?
Well, if I'm Xenocat in this position, I have gone all in on the moon. And if you go all in on the moon, it doesn't make much sense to switch your tactics when there's just one check left, especially when you have the damage output that they have. I personally, if I'm going all in, I'm going all in. You know, so you gotta do the Ogo check. It's not that bad hit point wise. It's not that bad physical damage wise either. It's just the double wave that can kind of get you before the physical damage. But I think Xenocat has to make that chest if you're gonna make the play that they made. And then after that, you have to use the hook. You have to.
Ogo's not going to be too bad having adamant armor and that crystal sword. It's going to be nice and quick. Maybe a little bit frustrating. Make sure you heal up before you go in.
Mm-hmm.
And Rosa learning white to make very short work. And
no.
And Gambit getting through Val. So it's one more boss here for Gambit, and then Gambit might go Zeromus right afterwards because Gambit has a pass. So
yeah, that's true. That's true. Gambit doesn't need to take the long walk. I do not like seeing an Earth Crystal for Xenocat because that is, from what we are gathering right now, a long, deep, and very, very unrewarding rabbit hole.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, actually, it depends on what you get from the Earth Crystals. If the Earth Crystal is just an item, can do pretty good. And these Dark Imps here is pretty free. Well, okay, not super free, but
not the freest free.
Yeah, they can hurt. But if you can at least get them stopped a little bit and healed up, you should be all right. Getting that Cecil in the back row would probably be advantageous here.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
The spot's only got like 21,000 or so it's not too bad, and it's split 3 ways, so they each only have like 8,000.
Did Gambit go back and save before Elements?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right, there's the back row.
I think with this, I don't know, with this crew, I'd probably use Image on Edge to have another item user.
One of the things that you could actually do is utilize Stone or Fatal if you've got it, or Stop with Porum. You could also size these Dark Imps, I think. Can you?
They're just a regular enemy, so they're susceptible to all forms of status effects.
So if you take care of them status ailment wise, they might be a little easier to handle than this. And there's another reset from Gambit. That's a tough fight. That's a tough fight when you've got real hard-hitting, tough to deal with physical damage coming at you 3-prong. That is really difficult to deal with.
Yeah, I think the play here is to blink your top Cecil, have everybody go down, and keep that top Cecil healed up. So when you bring them back up, that top Cecil will cover. Throw all your defensive gear just so you can have cover and be good that way. That's kind of what I would do in this situation.
Meanwhile, there's Xenocat making the all-in move, taking on Ogopogo. This is going to be a relatively simple fight for them.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna breeze right through it. Got that Cure 4 off, and so I have a feeling when Xenocat comes back down, they'll ditch this Tella for a level 1 Cecil, so their Adamant Cecil will be, even more stronger.
Okay. So Gambit using cover strats right there. Here comes Size.
Perfect.
Bada bing. Beautiful.
All right. Now you can breathe,
Beautiful.
get everybody back up, and be safe.
Is that dead Cecil in slingshot territory?
Possibly. It's only I think it's like 120k here. You could life glitch these. But at this point, you're in go mode. You've got a fully powered Cecil. You know where adamant armor is if you want to go grab that. And I mean, if it was me, I'd just be worrying about trying to knock these things out of the way and then just go. I wouldn't be worrying about trying to level up another Cecil, especially since Gambit only has a single crystal sword, whereas Xenocat has 3 of them.
That's true. That's true. And I mean, realistically speaking, if you're going with level 1 Cecil anchoring, you know what you're in for. But it looks like Gambit is actually going to do the life glitching here.
It's not a bad choice.
Oh, Edge so fast.
We got Xenocat doing the giant, so gonna get that objective knock out of the way, and then probably head underground. That would be my assumption.
Well, the best part about what Xenocat's doing right here is Xenocat has really kept trapped chests in mind.
Yeah.
And I believe they are going to take a look at the last arm chest here. Yep,
Yeah.
There it is. Gundam Pilot Spaz, thank you for the raid. Welcome on in.
Gambit getting that objective done. Now all Gambit needs to do is drop the Magna Key and possibly go to Zeromus. I'm gonna say maybe they'll head down to grab an adamant armor, just to sell whatever they're not using, and then grab the adamant armor for a Cecil and just have Cecil have his way. That would be my play here.
I think that if you've got Adamant Armor Crystal Sword, that is definitely the play. Especially if, I mean, you've spent so much time at this juncture fighting a cluster of pretty rude bosses, and you know, you can think that maybe you're like maybe 15 minutes behind. At this juncture, if you haven't seen a dot done and you're in go mode, maybe you've got a little bit of an edge on the other player. But you can't imagine that you have a ton more time. So
Yeah.
It might just be go time. I think you're right in that Gambit is going to grab one of those adamant armors, though.
It would definitely be beneficial, especially being at a lower level in general. Probably gonna pick up another Cecil here, maybe.
Ooh.
I'm
To
not
what
quite
end?
sure.
Oh. Interesting. Looking for the Berserk.
Ah,
Looking
I
for the
see.
Berserk casts right there.
that's pretty smart right there. Yeah.
I like the move a lot. So Gambit goes into the Enterprise. And, not going to go after the Adamant Armors. He's just going
Alright.
to go after Zeromus.
Here we go.
Oh, this is it, everyone. This is it.
Xenocat is making very short work of that. Cecil's throwing up 8,000 per swing and taking 1 damage. It's going to be over very soon. And the Dark Imps will pose no problem either.
The biggest question of the night, always. Couch, what do we want to know?
Whose butt we're going to kick tonight?
Yes, indeed. Oh, which butt? Which butt of whom shall be kicked? One of over 500 sprites? Is that what we're at this point?
I don't even know anymore. There's just a lot.
Which is butt? What kick?
Let's see if we end up with one of my favorites. There's a few good ones that I really enjoy.
I mean, I'm pulling for potato always. A buttload of sprites, you might say. Warlink, thank you for that. Perfect.
Well, I don't foresee Gambit having too many issues with this fight.
No, you've got your Cecil, who's going to be doing the bulk of the damage. You've got bonus damage coming from Edge. You've got Cure 4 with Rosa. Or do you?
Yeah, Rosa's at Cure 4.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And,
well, Rosa's in one shot by Big Bang territory, I think.
We do have a first place finisher. Harumph has finished with a time of 1:35.26.
Congratulations to Harumph.
And as we see all the Zerks being prepped on Gambit's end over here.
Oh, yes. And that just speaks to how screwy this entire seed was, that after all of this that we've seen, the first dot done is right around the same time that we're going to see the next one. Ah!
Hey!
Who the heck is that?
I don't know. It's adorable, though. I loved it.
Oh, baby. We got three. We got 3 Berserks.
Are we going to see Quint?
We still don't have a decent lock on this. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now, the question is, are we going to see a nerf? Yep, there it is. There's the shake. Shake, rattle, and roll. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I saw Gambit turn battle speed to 3. Pretty safe play.
Yeah, definitely gives you that reaction time that you kind of need if you're at a lower level.
Yeah, I wish sometimes I would have done that when I ran this game, because I obstinately refused to do anything other than battle speed 1 unless some weird wyvern thing was going on. But playing with battle speed was a thing that more and more people did as these tournaments have progressed, and it's really cool to see all of the different ways in which battle speed can be used to your advantage.
So Pepita has a question in chat. What's up with the missing that was going on after Zeromus changed to its true form? Do you have any input on that?
So what happens is that Zeromus is actually 2 completely different targets. You have Zeromus, and then you have Zeromus's true form. And the thing is that if you target Zeromus before Zeromus goes to their true form, when you try to attack once the shift has happened, the attack will fail because it's targeted on the old Zeromus and not the one that you currently see. So you actually have to wait until your party can recognize that the new Zeromus has been loaded into the battle before you can actually target, if that makes sense.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty much right on the head.
Okay. Right. I think I said target like 5 times, so I wanted to make sure.
So we see Gambit nerfing again with the crystal. Since the crystal is a item usage, you can nerf with a heal potion or anything that's gonna like target Zeromus as like a spell or something.
I really like that play. And here we see Xenocat. They're going, crap. Well, I saw my first dot done. I've obstinately refused to go hook route. I guess I've got to take my medicine. And here we go. Understood it, but making sense is an entirely different matter. You know what? We all do what we can do, right, Papita? I hope I helped at least a little bit.
Over on Gambit side, it's more than likely just going to be the Rosa and Cecil show here at the end, bringing Edge up for some nerfs here, but in general, it's just going to be pretty much just go.
Oh, that's a dangerous target, though. Dangerous target for that nuke. But Gambit showing that he is a wily veteran with this, understanding nerf timings really well. That's impressive. Those second nerfs are always difficult for me. I am always impressed when a runner can actually get the timing on those spot on. If I'm not mistaken, it's a small window of frames.
It can be very difficult to actually land, yeah. And we do have a second place finish. Tybalt has finished second with a time of 1:40.22.
Ah, I am slain! Romeo and Juliet. Sorry.
I love it.
Shout outs to Tybalt. Well done for the second place finish.
So with Xenocat here, I think Dark Knight Cecil is not going to pose any threat.
No, plenty to get through there. I love the fallen rocks. That means we're in the home stretch. It's going to take maybe one more swipe from Crystal Sword Cecil, and that's going to be donezo for Gambit. And there it is.
Hey.
Bada bang, bada boom, shake, rattle, and roll. Gambit takes down Sakikomis. Did I say that right? Sachikomis? Sachi?
Your guess is as good as mine is.
Sure enough. Dead Girl Zeromus. With a time of 1:41.19, and congratulations. I believe that's a third place? Is that right?
Yeah, third place. An official time of 1:41.19.
What a crazy, nutty seed this has been. And I mean, I have so many questions. I hope that Gambit can come in here to talk just a little bit about some of the choices that he made.
Yeah, definitely. It was a blast to watch.
Oh man. Like what a phenomenal seed to see here. And both runners showed off such amazing strategies. Xenocat with a more classic strategy here just didn't pay off because ended up taking the wrong routes more than anything, but great to see. Gambit, welcome on in. Congratulations. Great finish to a really weird seed. Tell me about your first big brick wall and what you decided to do about it.
Well, I played the seed exactly how you should not ever play any type of seed that you should ever reach. So that darkness crystal, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to face check everything on the moon and see if there's anything I can beat. Because one of the meta objectives for Legacy for this week was defeat a moon boss without before going underground. So right. I'm like, if I can get one of those, hey, let's go for it. Found that plague in the river room. River room's an objective. I'm like, hey, okay, this is doable. I was like, I've got 2 Bacchus. I can maybe Bacchus glitched it. Nope, didn't work. Okay, let's try to do reflect. Nope, didn't. Okay.
I got to tell you, at that moment, Gambit, Couch and I were pulling for you so hard because we thought that was an incredible play. Like, we were talking about the Count Starvale strats that were being attempted there, and we were just hoping that something like that would actually bust through, because it was a great showing of understanding the mechanics of this game and capitalizing on it in a wherever location. So I thought that was a fantastic play, just so you know.
Yeah, I really wanted to work, and I realized that the Starvale of the character had reflected enough fast back to Plague, but that's why I wasn't getting the count kill. And I was like, okay, this isn't going to work. Let's reset out, try it again. Didn't work. I was like, okay, I need to go get slow. Let's get some levels and get slow. So I was like, let's do ordeals, because ordeals is 3 bosses. That'll give me enough levels to get slow. Plus it gets Tello spells. Tello will have slow. Bob's our uncle. We're good. So we do that, and we end up with a Cecil along the way, and then Crystal Sword comes from ordeals, and I'm like, level 1 Crystal Sword Zerg against Plague, doing about 1,300. It's gonna take a while, but I got this. And so I was like, let's go ahead and complete this objective, and then see where I go from there. Got the Plague down, looked at my levels, was like, I don't think I can beat anything else that's up here. Let's go ahead and go back to Earth, and thankfully, rest of the moon was completely haunted.
Yeah, it really was, and it was tough to see that, actually, because Xenocat actually ended up doing a good majority of the moon, and it was definitely a large rabbit hole there. Talk to me about what you decided to do when you came back to Earth. There were a couple outside checks that you made there. One of which being the Earth Crystal, normally the Earth Crystal, the Tower of Zot Flame Dog chest. Was that always on your mind?
It was. I was, after defeating the Plague, I'm like, I am way super far behind. I mean, it's 45 minutes in, and I'm just doing Antline. So I'm going, okay, I need to start making some gambles. Let's check the trap chest. We found a hook. Okay, before I dive this hook route, let's run and check Flame Dog for a Magma Key. Because if it's there, yay, we're great. It was even better. It was a Luca Key. And I'm going, no one's going to come up here and find this for a while.
Funny enough, that was actually one of Xenocat's first checks.
Really?
Oh, yeah. At like, I think minute 23. Or something, Xenocat checked it and got it, and Couch and I were like, ah.
Good for them. Yeah, no, and that's one of the checks that normally, without the Earth Crystal, you would not run and make.
Right.
But with every other check, with the exception of Fabul, cleared on the board, I was like, okay, let's check this real fast. If it's Pan, if it's Magma Key, I'm happy. If it's something else, whatever. Turns out to be very required. And then I almost made a mistake. I went underground, saw that DKC at King Queen Evelyn. And in my head, I'm thinking, wait, DKC can't block underground, can he? So Fabul's got to be Magma Key. I was like, at this point, I don't want to exit out, because I don't want to, I'm already down here. It's faster to go through this DKC and through that evil wall who kind of melted under Cecil. And go underground, and that's why I went straight to Fabul after underground. So I was like, Fabul's got to be Magma Key, right? And when Fabul wasn't Magma Key, I was like, wait, am I missing? No, it's Val, Golbez, and Wyvern that can't block. DKC can block if bosses are free.
Yeah.
Oh. And so I was like, okay, that changes my rally. Let's head back to Dwarf Castle, finish it up, and then we'll roll through Feymarch and Sylph Cave and Tower if I need to. And thankfully, Feymarch had what I needed, and that was go mode.
So, you go, you check the treasure chest to the Tower of Zot, rewarded instantaneously. You get out. We see you go down and do the hook route. You checked the armor shop in Eblon Cave and saw some adamant armors. I'm curious, did you ever consider going back to take one of those?
If I had the money, I probably would have. I don't think I had the money at any point in the seed. I was close, and I probably could have sold a bunch of stuff in my inventory to get one. So the thought was there. But if I'd been able to afford it on the way down, yes. But at that point, after getting go mode with the Magma Key and Dwarf, only thought on my mind was there's no finishers. No one's checking that Flame Dog for Luca anytime soon. Go, 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 go.
Oh, by the way, thank you for what you're doing right now.
Oh, of course.
Validation harp check right there.
So, quick question. What was your favorite boss to fight this seed? And why?
I think it was at Valvalis, all honesty. Valvalis there at Elements, because that's a huge roadblock for anybody. And finding her there, I laughed out loud when I saw her. I'm like, of course she's here. Of course she is. I never saw a cane. I don't know if there's a cane out there. I don't know if Xenocat checked some of the other character spots that I didn't. I never found the cane. But I'm like, Crystal Sword Cecil, I've got Edge. I decided to pick up the Edge over the Sid because I had all those Edge weapons in my inventory. I'm like, yeah, we're taking Edge.
Oh, yeah.
And just, I was like, you know what? We can zerk our way through this. And my only fear was my Anchor Cecil accidentally being alive at the end of that fight, considering how many times Val did not target him.
Mm-hmm.
To the point where I ended up having to do it myself. Hallam got the nice only Stardust Rod bonk to kill Anchor Cecil, which was hilarious. But that honestly was my favorite fight because most people will take one look at that fight and go, hold on, I need to go back, I need to rearrange, I need to figure out how I want my party for this. Whereas I was able to just kind of walk in there, say, okay, Crystal Sword Cecil, go burr, and get through it one shot.
What I found interesting is that, yeah, it took you a little time to get through Valvalus, but you did it in one shot. It was the following boss that actually gave you a few fits, because you ended up having to do a few resets out of that Dark Imps fight at CPU. Talk to me a little bit about that.
My Kingdom for an Hourglass. So Dark Imps are supposed to be free.
No.
When they're in a spot that hits hard, they are not free. And
Yeah.
I forgot that the first time. And then went into the second fight with the idea of, okay, I just need to size up with Rosa. Rosa gets knocked down straight off the bat. Yeah,
Yep.
okay, that's board AI for you. Third time, I was like, okay, let's slow this down. Make sure I get a cover off. Use everybody to cure up Cecil that's covering, and then hopefully we get the size off. And that time we got through it.
Yeah, I could just picture you staring at your screen, muttering under breath, "You're supposed to be free. Why aren't you free?"
I actually checked, I don't know if you saw, but I checked Palom's magic as well to see if I had Fatal. And I had Stone. I was like, I could go for a Stone strat, but I was like, I really want a life glitch. I only got one, but hey, every little bit helped considering I was low 40s going into that Z fight.
Mm-hmm.
So I could have gone for Stone strat, so I was like, let's go size. It's going to take a little bit longer on this fight, but it'll give us some more XP, so let's go for it.
Yeah, well, you showed off a plethora of very interesting, very creative strategies. You ended up getting a really, really nice time out of it, too. A lot of reactionary stuff. It was really, really good to see you restreamed on this one, and I hope that some people who are watching, who are a little newer to this, got some insight into the mechanics of some of these fights and knowing that you can actually take care of them in different ways. So well done on that.
Thank you so much, Muppets. You and Couch are doing commentary. I cannot wait to watch this one back and just listen to the craziness at my routing, because I bet it's going to be insane.
Well, what's funny is it sounded like you were taking Couch's advice for about an hour in the seed, and then everything that Couch said after that, you were like, nope, I blaze my own trail.
I laugh at the fact that the first ever restream I was on, Couch was actually on that commentary team too. I don't know if Couch remembers, it was a giant % seed.
I do remember that one.
And I wiped, 7 or 8 times to that Kanazo at Elements?
Yeah,
Oh,
I do remember that. That was that was a fun one.
That was my first foray to being restreamed, and that, from there, now I'm coming in third in a very interesting legacy seed, and again, just the joy that this community has given me with all the games, all the clubs we have, and just everybody in it is amazing. Muppets, you and Couch for doing commentary, Oscar for doing the restream, Kairu, sorry if I mispronounced your name, but doing tracking tonight.
No, nailed it in one, actually. Cairo. Yeah.
But everybody in this community is just awesome. Those of you out there watching, thank you for showing up and watching us run and have fun. And I hope you guys had an enjoyable time yelling at me through the TV screen going, what the heck is he doing tonight?
I don't think anyone was yelling at you. I think we were yelling with you on some of those, Gadbit. But very well done, and congratulations on a great finish. Thank you for stopping by.
Yes, absolutely, GG's. It was a pleasure to watch.
Thank you, guys. Y'all have a wonderful rest of the night, and good luck to Xenocat and the rest of the seed.
Absolutely. So Xenocat has seen quite a bit of gear at this point.
Yeah.
And chewed through a lot of really ugly checks. I really hope that they actually do the dwarf castle here, but it looks like Xenocat is going to do the free check now, which is unfortunately what I probably would do in this situation. It's just a lot of just little bait here and there that's leading Xenocat astray. You gotta feel for them, because I mean, I don't know about you, Couch, but boy, I've been there before.
Oh, I've been there plenty of times. I mean, you see those finishes, and you're like, oh crud, what am I missing? What have I missed? Should I go here or should I go here? And you're like, you just kind of get in your own head. And I mean, Dwarf Castle is one of those ones where I'd be kind of like putting off, like Xenocat is. I'd be going, hey, these chests are nice and quick and easy to handle. I can get and since all the trap chests are in the vanilla, all trap chests are in the back of this cave. So go there, get those knocked out of the way, and this is probably what I would be doing.
Yeah. Actually, if I had gone all in on the moon the way that that Xenocat had done, and I probably would end up doing this too. Just because I'd be thinking, well, it could be anything down here, because clearly it was behind hook route, but because you didn't take hook route, you have no idea what it was down here that people got.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I just really feel for them on this one. And, you know, Xenocat's going to finish not on a sub 2, but that does not tell the whole story here, because Xenocat ran an incredible route here and showed some incredible strats. Just a wrong turn here and a wrong turn there, and a rabbit hole here and a rabbit hole there, and it just it ended up with just a plethora of little itty bitty missteps that you wouldn't even know were missteps, except for you see those duns popping up, and you're like, ah, crap.
Yeah, absolutely. The good news about this situation is Zeroma's who?
That's true. That's true. You've got all of the experience, and you've got all of the adamant armor you could ever want at this juncture. It's
Speaking of, that's the third one.
Okay. Well,
somebody said adamant armor.
What was that about adamant armor, Muppets? Yeah. God, I hope there's another one. I hope there's another one in one of these chests. Like, fully adamant armor decked out crew in the end. It's like, hey, I beat the game. Oh, how was Zeromus? Who? What? There was a final boss? I don't remember that. I just remember a lot of flashes and the game was over.
I believe this chest has the adamant itself. If I remember right from watching the spoiler log on Gambit's side. Oh, okay. It's the bottom middle chest.
Okay.
The one with the adamant.
So you have adamant armor, and then you got the ore that it came from. Kinda. But not really, because it's an Excalibur thing.
Close enough.
Science, Couch! I need science in my RPGs!
All right.
I know they use magic, but it must make sense!
So, yeah, I think Xenocat's making the proper play, going key item density over, hey, I have one check here, one check here, one check here, or, 6 checks here.
Yeah, you're right. What's good about this is that it's 6 quick checks, especially with the kind of thump that Xenocat has at their backs right here. It's a shame that there isn't a whole lot that they're going to get out of this. They're not even going to get 10 key items. It's all just going to be... It's just going to be this. I'm hoping that they don't try to do Keyless Tower here. It would be very easy for Xenocat to think Keyless Tower is the play.
Yeah.
But now it looks like Xenocat's actually going to do the free check.
Yeah, get the free check out of the way, and then when you come back down, more than likely go to the dwarf castle before you do Keyless Tower.
Right. Oh, I forgot that that's a monster chest too.
Yeah.
Oh, the Toad Lady.
Yeah, you have the 6 in the back, and then you have the one chest here, and then you got your free item. And it's unfortunate that these toads will not be connecting with any spells, thanks to the adamant armor that we have.
Yeah. Bye-bye, Toad Lady. We barely knew ye.
These poor
Look
frogs.
at those little froggies. They are so tiny.
Almost 6,000 damage from that quake. That's,
Yeah, why not?
It's pretty ridiculous.
Well, who wants a Zeus gauntlet?
More strength.
Yeah, Xenocat is so stacked that they're throwing away an Earth Hammer. Like, I don't need any of this junk. Ah, good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, hot knife through butter mode, I think, is what Xenocat is in right now.
Yeah, exactly. Zeroma's who? I at least hope we see travel back underground before following the Earth Crystal rabbit hole. I would like to see that dwarf castle taken care of.
Does Pinktail also give an adamant armor in these flags?
I'm going to assume yes.
Don't do it, Xenocat.
Go dwarf.
Yes, do this. Do this.
There
Yay!
we go. There we go. And unfortunately, Xenocat did not grab the pass while they were in Tamra, so we will be seeing Hoof down to the moon.
Xenocat is going to sneeze 3 times at Water Hag.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then after that is going to take a brief glance at Wyvern. Oh, great. So no adamants is off. Great. Wonderful.
Hi, Water Hag. Bye, Water Hag.
Hi, Anna.
I think, I don't know. I think maybe we'll see Xenocat pick up a Cecil to replace that Tella. Maybe, maybe not. Just having the levels, it really doesn't matter at this point.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, for my money, if I'm Adamant Crystal Sword Cecil, put him in center and let him go ham.
Yeah.
It's whatever. It is definitely the Rosa Cecil show at this juncture, as you've said, and frankly, I think that's probably the faster strategy.
Yeah, more than likely. Instead of going into Mysidia, wasting time getting your character, just going to the moon and running down.
Yeah. Well, there's an edge. Yeah. Bye, edge.
I want to see what this quake does. Oh, we don't
It's
even
going
get
to do about
wait,
2.
maybe? Oh, we get to see a quake. Yes.
88, and it missed everybody else.
Only hit Cecil. Everybody's like, quake what?
Yeah. They're like, you cast that quake like 15 feet in front of me, dude. Like, I'm over here. Cecil's like, I kind of felt it. It was like a 1.3 on the scale.
It was a good foot massage.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a rigorous and slightly painful foot massage. And that's about it, you know? You ever have a hot stone foot massage?
I have never had one. Well, I've had a hot stone back massage, though. And,
those are great.
fantastic.
A hot stone foot massage is weird. Indescribably weird. And I'm very ticklish when it comes to that. So it's like, it was a struggle bus, let me tell you. But that's the magma key for Xenocat, and that's go, go, go mode for Xenocat.
All right. So we're going to see Xenocat beeline it right towards Zeromus, and I don't have words for how easy this fight is going to be.
Yeah, it's going to be just a scotch trivial. You know, I wish you could toss more things down the well and have them actually just disappear. Like, I don't need that earth crystal. Bye.
So just use it as a trash can.
Yeah!
I don't want this. I don't want this.
Well, that's gone. There you go. I love that that's how we end it, too.
Hey, and fancy that. That's 10 key items.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
The crystal makes it
For
10.
them. Care to grind on a boss?
We already used up all the good experience.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Drop key, get crystal. Who knew? What? Xenocat, what are you... Oh.
Turning him a pink tail. Yeah, why not?
Why not? I mean, you went and you got it. You might as well use it. You might as well use it.
More adamant.
You have 3 adamant armors. Why are you doing this, Xenocat? Because I want 4 adamant armors. Yeah.
Oh man, this is gonna be great.
That's the good stuff right there.
Might as well just throw those Zeus gauntlets on Edge as well.
I mean, for all of the like 3 damage that they're gonna do. I love it. What are we thinking? Mute arrows and one of Xenocat's 4 Artemis bows.
We're going Quint. That's what we're looking at.
That's what's going on right here. Xenocat has been treading water on purpose so that they could Quint strat. What do we got here?
Defense swords. Spine some arrows.
Yeah. Because Quint.
Absolutely.
Quint! Now, this is the epitome of having a blast with the game right here.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Xenocat's like, okay, so I fell down some rabbit holes. Can't feel too bad about how you ran this thing. You gotta hoof it, which is annoying. You see all the dot-duns in chat, and you go, well, I'm gonna take care of the true objectives here. This is my time.
Look at me. I am the captain now.
That's right. And, oh, Captain, my Captain, I will watch you sail on to victory. No, this is perfect. This is actually perfect.
Great end to a fantastically wild seed.
It really has been a wild seed, and I'm so happy to come back to this and have this be what I come back to.
Oh yeah.
This is the kookiest seed I've seen in easily a year and a half, and I love it.
Big thanks to Asuka for rolling this fantastic seed.
Absolutely.
And thanks to Muppets for, deciding to come back finally to Free Enterprise. It's good to see you.
Well, and thanks to Couch23 for joining me on this one, because it's been wonderful as always. Not enough can be said about this community. And when I joined this community years ago, the reason I joined this community is 2 people. One of those people is in chat right now, Seren Sherry, and the other one is you, Couch. The 2 of you are the ones who are like, Muppets, you have to play this. You don't have a choice in this matter. And I went, well, shucks, I guess this is what I'm doing now.
This is my life.
Yeah, and sure enough, there it was. And what a gift it was. Just a fantastic group of people. And one of the things that I find so interesting about randomizers is Yeah, you can gripe about balance, you can gripe about difficulty, you can gripe about a lot of things, but why do people keep coming back to this? People keep coming back to this because they want to see what's possible. Yeah. That is what the true gift of a randomizer is showing what is possible in the scope of this very strange, very old game. If you just put it into a blender, hit frappe, and then pour it back into the cartridge.
Yeah, exactly.
It's always fascinating, and you can be salty about things or you can be good-natured about things, and for a community to collectively take it to good-natured is pretty remarkable, and it's wonderful to be a part of it. It's what keeps me coming back, and I hope that it's what's going to keep all of you coming back.
Absolutely. I think my biggest thing about Free Enterprise is just there's still new stuff being found. Like, Free Enterprise has been around for what, like 3 years now, and like people are still finding more and more and more. It's like,
yeah. I think the beta was in 2017. Is that right?
Roughly, yeah. That sounds pretty right.
Yeah.
But, like,
because I remember watching you test it and then soft lock after finally playing it elements. Just kind of shrugging and going, well, I can't go anywhere now. 2018, yeah, okay.
Just the strats that people find, that and the community in general, yeah. Like, y'all are fantastic. Like, the support y'all give each other is just amazing.
But now it is Xenocat's time. And Xenocat is in Quint Zerk mode.
And I do want to say thank you to Kairu as well. Don't think we were leaving you out.
Absolutely not. Kairu making sure that we knew what was going on, because quite frankly, Couch and I will both tell you that at any given moment in time, it's a toss-up whether or not we have kept track of everything that's happened.
Yeah, exactly. Sometimes you just forget.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, it's so easy to keep track of all of the little things, right, Couch?
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah. So
I'm excited for this one.
Even that nuke didn't that didn't even put a dent in Cecil's hit points. And we've got a very fast Zeromus. I don't know that we're gonna see Quint Zerk out of this one. Yeah, well, and there goes Tella right there. But
207.
Yeah, but that 7,000 damage swipe from Crystal Adamant Avenger glitched Cecil is probably gonna do just fine.
That Big Bang 207 damage on Cecil was mildly amusing.
Mwah! Mwah! Chef's kiss. Zip zip for 6K.
And then Edge comes in with, yeah, really quick, really quick.
Yep. All right, so that last Big Bang unnerfed did a number, did a bit of a number, but I think oh, black hole, wow, okay. Hey.
That will remove that wall and allow Rosa to toss Cure 4.
This
yes.
This is great. Thank you for doing that, Xenocat. Thank you so much for doing that. Couldn't play it smart. No, I'm playing it Zerk.
When in doubt, Zerk it out.
When in doubt, Zerk it out. Wow, 8,400, 9,100. Oh, there's the shake. Shake, rattle. Hey, a little kid did 1,300.
This is amazing. I love it.
Like I said, hot knife through butter mode.
Cecil don't care.
No. No. Cecil is Honey Badger here. And was that a Zerk targeted on Rosa?
Yeah.
Amazing. Amazing. Unwise and amazing.
I love it. I love these
It's
plays.
quad Zerk. It's not Quint Zerk. It's quad Zerk. But Xenocat has Zerked everyone that is still standing, and that is what is important. Meteo? No. Summarily denied your request.
Not allowed.
And shake, rattle, and roll. Unfortunately, Rosa didn't get a shot off, but that 8,000 damage swipe from Crystal Sword, Avenger glitched Adamant Cecil is going to do the deed. And like I said, a time of 2 hours, 14 minutes, and 40 some odd seconds does not tell the whole story here. Xenocat ran a great seed here. And I hope that they understand that. I hope that when we talk to them, they know that this has been a fantastic run with just one wrong turn.
Yeah, it was basically a full clear, and
yeah,
for opening all the chests and stuff, that's not bad.
Yeah, with all of the chests, it's 214-28 as a matter of fact, so even better than that. And I hope that Xenocat got to show that routing, especially early game routing, can be just as important as making those big plays, making those creative moves, trying your hand at low levels against Plague at D-Lunars. And I hope that they can come in and comment on a couple of things.
Yeah, absolutely. It was a blast to watch. Like, just seeing the different strategies for fights and how they went about routing. It's always a pleasure to see divergence instead of, oh hey, they're all going the same place, because there's not like much to talk about, because it's like, oh okay, somebody just did this, the other person's right behind, what do I really talk about? And like the divergence makes it like so much better commentary wise, in my opinion.
It really, really does. Xenocat, that was actually a really well-run seed. And I hope you understand that, because we got a great look at some very good routing. Good finish on that, too, showing off a little quad Zerk. How you feeling about it?
I made a lot of wrong choices, but it was fine. The moon was haunted.
Yeah, the moon was haunted, and frankly, Xenocat, that's the only wrong choice you made, is just going all in on the moon, because those early checks were so huge, and you had Luca Key earlier than everyone, and you grabbed that hook earlier than everyone, and you just decided to choose a different path, and it was just, you had a lot of options and chose one option, but your early game routing, you showed off a lot of really good early game routing in there. And you even trivialized some of the lunar bosses, which was cool to see. You gave us a heck of a show there. You and Gambit ran some pretty divergent routes, and for a while you were way ahead of Gambit. When you decided to go all in on Moon, was that something that you had decided immediately when you started the seed?
I decided that I would set a few conditions to go Moon. One, I get Darkness Crystal on the overworld.
Okay.
Two, I get a hook route, because if I get the Magma Key, I'm just going underground.
Right.
Well, if I get the Magma Key in this seed, if the Luca Key doesn't show up, I'm in go mode, but if I get the Magma Key, I go underground, it's easy. And then also I decided I wouldn't go to the moon unless there was a moon objective, which there was a moon objective, so I figured I'll go all in on this and hope that the Magma Key turns up.
Right, yeah, and it sounds like that's a perfect storm in that case. It's just like you had so many conditions to make that all-in move, you know, when you make a move like that, you have to go all in, and with all the trapped chests too, that turns out to be quite a bear on that one, especially preparing for things like double dragon chests and things like that. Talk to me a little bit about some of the roadblock fights that you ended up running into and how you overcame those.
Yeah, a lot of the fights, it turns out, on the moon are not meant to be done with a vanilla agility Cecil who is very fast at level 35-ish.
Yeah.
Turns out you're not supposed to be up there then. So yeah, a lot of the fights were rather difficult. I got very lucky in remembering, oh yeah, I can do behemoths. I have Blink. Behemoths are free.
Yeah.
And then the double red dragon was huge for experience for me, because that was like, oh, I have a Dragoon hat on Cecil. He can take 1 damage in the back row, and I can just have him.
Yeah, no, that was really good, and you made great use of one of my favorite tactics, which is the back row Cecil cover strats. I am a big fan of those. So you see Cecil, and you dismiss him summarily a few times, and then you do mount ordeals, and you're given a crystal sword. What do you think immediately when you see that crystal sword?
Well, I mean, the moment I saw that, I was like, well, there go all my concerns about vanilla agility. I need this crystal sword Cecil in my party right now.
Pretty much. And in your head, what does that open up about the game? How does that change the nature of the game for you?
I mean, for me, it's that this is all of a sudden a ridiculously good source of damage throughout the game. As soon as I can get a few levels on him, he's going to be doing so much damage. And then once I got my first adamant armor, it was just, okay, the rest of the seed is free.
Yeah, you were basically you were summarily given a stack of adamant armors that scene, which had to at least been a little bit fun. Yeah. So as you see the first done pop up, what are your first thoughts on that?
My immediate thought was, well, I've finished clearing the moon at this point, and I'm in the giant. That first done tells me nothing is in Zot, nothing's behind the Pam. I need to get underground as soon as possible and start checking things down there. Yep.
And you did, and boy, we were rooting for you to go right to Dwarf Castle. And checking those trap chests in the fairies cave was actually a much quicker ordeal than it would normally be, just because of the massive amount of damage output you had there. So that wasn't exactly a huge time sink. A pretty solid, 8 different checks right there at once, including the pan.
Yeah, I figured, I already have my Z levels. Everything is gonna just melt at this point. May as well just go for the highest density of checks. And then I figured, I kind of want to put off Keyless Tower, so I may as well do Dwarf Castle. I was focused mostly on, I'm not even going to go turn in Sheila 1. I'm just going to clear out the underground as efficiently as possible. And once the underground is fully cleared, I'm going back to Fabul. Because I don't think I ever defended Fabul. I don't remember.
I honestly don't remember either, but I think if you did it happened in the blink of a sneeze.
It was CPU.
Oh, right. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah. Couch? You have anything?
I only have one question. How did it feel to get vengeance on that elements fight as soon as you got the adamant armor?
It felt so good. So disappointed that it was just a dragon whip, but
I know. I wanted it to be so much more for you too, because we called that a grudge match when you came back.
Yeah, I was like, I am not leaving this lunar subterrane until those elements are dead.
So good. So good. Well, Zeno Cat, 17th place does not even begin to tell the story of this seed. Really, it just tells a story of one wrong turn, and other than that, I think it was pretty darn well run. So congratulations, and thank you for showing your route and showing off a lot of what is possible when you run a variation on a very classic route, and you do it in a very efficient manner. So well done.
Thank you.
Yep. Yeah, it was fantastic watching you play.
And that's going to do it for the Community Club Showcase today. Couch, I don't know about you, but I had an absolute blast today. I'm so happy to be back, and I'm so happy that this is what I came back to.
It was fantastic. I want to say a huge thanks to Asuka for restreaming, Kairu for tracking, Muppets for co-commentating, Alicel for putting this all together.
Every time.
And the community. Y'all are fantastic. Keep rocking it. Much love to y'all.
Much love to you all, and now we are going to Cubs Rule 21, a fairly new member to the community, so we would like to show them a little bit of love. So go ahead and give them your all on this one, everyone. Have a great night, and wherever you are, whatever you do, make sure to be kind and kick Ceromus's butt.